Hello, all of you. I warmly welcome all of you in the 8th episode of this audio storybook Dreams Woven as Stories. Name of today's story is Ghatna. This story is a original work of fiction. Unless otherwise indicated, all the names, characters, businesses, places, events, and incidents in this book are either the product of the author's imagination or used in a fictitious manner. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. 8th story Ghatna. On the 8th night from no moon day, at 10 p.m., Brahmananda lies down on his bed and starts chanting mantras, meditating on the ancient Indian schools of thought. After a while he falls asleep and dreams. When he opens his eyes, it is 4 in the morning on the clock. Nothing happened the way he thought, but he tries to make up a story to start writing without being disappointed, but he fails. On failure, he decides to write only dreams and starts writing. The first scene of the dream. In the morning, a bus is moving slowly on a long wide road. Many types of vehicles are running at fast and slow speed behind the bus and right-left. The number of vehicles on the road is high but not very high. On both sides of the road, there are offices of big private business associations and multi-story construction. The bus is full of passengers but only a few passengers are standing in the rear area of the bus, the rest are sitting at the designated places. The driver's assigned seat is on the right side of the bus, in the bus driver's area. There is a long chair on the left. Some men were sitting on that chair facing the driver's seat, looking outside through the window on the driver's side. There is also a 34-year-old boy among the men, whose name is Mumukshu. He is sitting somewhat crooked, due to which he is looking out of the front mirror of the bus instead of looking at the driver. He is a boy from a good home, whose entire ancestral property is disputed. In the court where his case was filed, the concerned officer used to sit only 1 day a week and hearing on the case was going very slowly due to Mumukshu's disinterest in the case. He got the court changed so that the hearing on the case could be done at a faster pace, but in this the case copy got scattered. Mumukshu did not make much effort to start the case again, due to which the hearing on the case could not be started in the court till now. Mumukshu was working in a private business association in a big city away from his city for many years, but suddenly he left the job and came home. He has lost interest in working in a private sector association. Today, 1 year completed, since he left the job. Today he is going for an interview for a government job for which he had give written exam 5 years back. In the city where the interview is taking place, he had previously worked in that city for 3 years, but at present he does not know anyone in this city. Today, he wears a white shirt tucked into blue trousers and black shoes. A black belt is tied around the waist. He is holding a file of certificates related to verification in his hand. Mumukshu is Hindi speaking and he does not even know the language of the city where he is. In the bus, there is a sit-to-seat in the middle raised area between the driver's fixed seat on the right side and the long chair on the left side. There a girl named Prakriti, facing Mumukshu, is sitting looking outside the bus through the window behind Mumukshu. A little girl named Nishta is sitting in the lap of Prakriti. While moving, the bus comes to the area where there are big government complexes on both sides of the road. Prakriti, looking at the people sitting on the long chair in the bus, Nishta has suddenly got high fever. Is there a good doctor sitting around here somewhere? No one responded. As if no one has understood what Prakriti has said. Everyone kept sitting like that. Mumukshu, after a pause, looking at Prakriti, you get down at the next bus stop. The road that goes inside from there. After walking 10 steps on it, a doctor sits. His consultation fee is also less. He is also a good doctor. Second scene of the dream. In one of the government premises, the wall of the premises is broken as some big accident happened immediately. The bus in which Mumukshu was in the campus is burning upside down. Passengers of the bus are lying unconscious here and there outside the bus, most of them are dead. The clothes of those people are also on fire. But Prakriti and Nishta are not visible there. Third scene of the dream. A small bus is moving slowly on the road. It's very quiet on the street. Apart from that small bus on the road, no other vehicle is visible. On one side of the road, there is a long wall made of big stones, in which there are thick pillars at the bottom and thin at the top. On the side of the bus, there is a wide open drain against the wall. On the other side of the wall, soil is filled up to the height of the wall. At some distance on the other side of the road is a long beach and sand. Along the road, there are coconut trees at some distance. Passengers sitting in the bus enjoying the beauty of the orange sun dipping into the sea. All the people sitting in the bus are men around 50 years old. Everyone is dressed in white except the bus driver and Mumukshu. Mumukshu is wearing blue clothes. Everyone is very happy and enjoying the beauty of nature from the bus itself. Everything is very pleasant. Fourth scene of the dream. It is night time. The bus Mumukshu was in is lying upside down on the mud on the other side of the wall. Many people are lying injured and unconscious on the road. An ambulance and a police vehicle are also parked on one side. Ward boy lifting people from the stretcher and taking them to the ambulance. Only then the unconscious Mumukshu regains consciousness. Moaning, he gets up and sits with his legs spread while pressing his hands on the ground and closes his eyes by holding his head with both hands. Then a nurse comes to him. Nurse, you're fine. Mumukshu, yes. My head just feels heavy. And how have my clothes changed? I was going for interview. The nurse helps Mumukshu to stand up and takes him to the car for first aid. Mumukshu, how did all this happen? Nurse, today, you took the patients of our mental hospital for a tour. Then this accident happened. Mumukshu, me and the mental hospital. Nurse, yes, you are working for our hospital. The nurse, after giving first aid to Mumukshu, goes to the other injured person. Mumukshu sits there for a while with his eyes closed. But he didn't understand anything. All he remembers is that he was going to give an interview. He gets up and sees his reflection in the mirror of the car. He does not recognize himself in the reflection. His face in the reflection is completely different from his memory. Looking at the reflection, he remembers his mother. Apart from whom he has no one else. He goes to his city to find her. Fifth scene of the dream. It is night time. Mumukshu is wearing a red cotton shirt, black jeans, and black shoes. He is standing outside the main gate of a very big bungalow. The main gate is made of thick iron rod. It has iron flowers in between. The high walls adjacent to the main gate surround the plot in a circle. There is a building in the middle of this plot. There is small, beautiful grass of light green color all around outside the building. There are different types of trees around the building, near the walls as compared to the building itself. He opens the main door and enters and walks towards the building. The door of the building is open. From there he can see the drinks stand near the stairs. There is a woman, whose hair is half white and half black, sitting on a high pedestal, sipping and enjoying a colorful drink. Several times using his hand, he produces the sound of knocking on the door. After knocking many times, when the sound of knocking enter to the ears of a woman with half white, half black hair, she turns around and looks towards the door. He, on seeing her, understands that she is the Prakriti. Prakriti, I think you will understand why this happened. I took care of your mother a lot, you can't even take care of her that much. After this Mumuksha starts coming back from there. Just then he sees Nishta standing at the door. Seeing the Nishta, Mumuksha would have stayed there forever. Thanking you for listening to this small fiction. Please share with others. We will meet with another story in the next episode. Till then, goodbye, have a nice time.